Okay.
Okay, so first though, I want to ask, I mean, I know you said you wanted me to do the one with the background and that, and then there was ones with the video. So I just want to know, what do y'all want me to start with first, or what do y'all want to see more of? I had a few people text me, they wanted to know how to edit things once they saved it the first time and like uploading them back to ScentShare. Um, I can show them that too, because I guess let me start with that. I guess, would that be okay? Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay. Because what I was trying to,
A lot of people are on mute, Denise. So.
oh, okay.
Denise, I think anything that you share, I think everyone on here wants to learn how to make things authentic. We love the way what you did looked. I love the idea of having a video play. I like the idea of being able to quickly change a post based on what you need for the party. And so we would like to see how you do it.
Okay. So I will show you what I've been doing each month is I've been changing, so like from fall cooking solutions to holiday cooking solutions. And so basically I'm running the same party and I'm just tweaking, changing them from turkeys to Santas this month. And I use the same post over and over. I'm just literally changing a background and a few pictures. And so in minutes, I've redone my party for the month. So let me show y'all that, I guess, what I go through. I'm also really big, I'll be honest with y'all, I also will go through each, I see a lot of stuff that many of y'all will have on there, and I'm like, ooh, I like that. So I have a folder that I save stuff. I call it borrowed. And anything I'm like, ooh, I like that, I'll save it to recreate it to make it my own. So I'll have a whole folder of just that. But just to kind of give you an idea, this is my early bird. And I made the folder, I put it in there today just to kind of show y'all. This is basically the same one over and over again. I'm just changing the background and changing and moving things over and changing the color of the fonts in ScentShare. And it takes me all of 2 minutes. So I'm going to pull that one up just to show y'all in ScentShare how easy it is to do that. And so that way you're not having to recreate things over and over again. So let me pull up my ScentShare.
Now, wait, are you using Canva or ScentShare? Because there's some people on this call that don't use ScentShare. So.
Okay, well, I use Canva, sorry, but this is where I download them. This is where I keep all my stuff, so my folders. So I'm going to pull up my Canva, sorry. Now I do use the pro version. You do not have to. It's just as easy to do things without it. I just suggest that you find a folder on your computer and save all your things together so you have a lot easier way to find things. So I literally will have, I have a folder with all my interactive, all my setups, my early birds, things like that together. So let me pull up all my folders. Okay, so here are my early birds. So let's just say we'll redo the Santas. Oh, sorry, let me show you before I do that. So when you're in it, oops. Where'd it go? Oh, all folders, early birds. Okay, you see these 3 little dots right here? You're gonna click on it and you wanna make a copy. And just click on it even while it's still making it. So now I've got a new copy. And the very first thing I do is I'm going to go up here and rename it. And we'll just say winter or just something else, but be real intentional on that, because when you go back to look for it, and you can't find it, that gets frustrating. So, and I will tell y'all, just last night, since Canva on your phone updated, I know some of us that use Canva, it's like crazy to try to use it on your phone because it didn't have as many options. They've actually made it look a lot more like this, even on your phone and your tablets. So they've given us a lot more options. So it is nice. But so when you're basically on here, you can click on here and you see the color here, and you can sit down here and go to background and just pick a color. I mean, I could change it to purple from there, and now it just looks like a different picture. So these are considered elements. So if I click on elements over here, that's where you're going to find your stickers or anything else. So I can click on elements here, and I can type Christmas, Santa, snowman, whatever you want. And I would just simply click on Santa and I would delete them. There's a little trash can up at the top right, and hit delete, and maybe add in a snowman. And these little things here will make it bigger and smaller. And the neat thing about Canva, I don't know, can you see that that pink line that's going across right now?
Mhm.
That makes it center for you. So it makes a box, so you know it's going to make it look better for you. You just pay attention to those little lines, and it's centering things for you. It's making it look more professional. That makes it in half, so it makes it easy for you. So we could even, let's say we want some like presents, or I don't know, snowflakes. Let's do some snowflakes. We can just click on snowflakes and add some snowflakes.
Okay, Mama.
Make them smaller, you know, just add, you know, we can add just snow, maybe I don't know, maybe we want some snow around him at the bottom or something. You know, look at that. It's a brand new one. Easy enough. Any
Good
questions?
job. Good
I
job.
can't see a chat, so y'all tell me if
Got
you
it.
have any questions, or I'm going too fast, or.
No questions in the chat so far.
Okay. I see it. I would probably, you can click on the words up here, just double click, and I might change it to, you know, winter early bird special instead of Santa, because there's no Santa on there. Oops. So click on that, and I can highlight it and oops, and move it around. And again, it'll center it for us. He's got the pink line there. And there we go.
Do you want to show us, like with that snowflake duplication?
Yep, I can click on it here, and this button over here can duplicate it, and I can make another one and add another one wherever I want. Just drag it and move it over. I can make it bigger, smaller. So that way you don't have to just keep adding it in. You can just hit duplicate.
I'm just a newbie consultant, and I just have a question that takes too long to type.
Who is that? Who has a question? Was that Sharika?
No, not me.
Who's got a
Go ahead. Who has a question?
Can you just show the duplicate button again? I didn't see that.
Yes. Okay. So you're going to highlight whatever item it is.
Mhm.
And up at the top right, there says duplicate there next to your trash can.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So a lot of people that do banners, you know, do use that duplication.
Okay, I'm going to show you also the fade on banners, because that's one that I use a lot. My covers that I use over and over again. So I have a folder that's called just covers. And I use the same one over and over again for my parties. I haven't actually made one yet for the new product, but basically I'll just click on it. And I will usually just change the person's name. You know, let's just say today it's Marie's party. And that's, you know, I might change the background color. Say she tells me, you know, my favorite color is lavender. I don't know, I can do that. And maybe make it a lighter shade because maybe it's too dark. You can click up here, this little rainbow, and you can adjust colors. And that's it. Now, maybe this looks, and what I want to show you is like, this might maybe take up to, you know, maybe the actual product is standing out too much. You want the words to stand out more. If you click on the picture itself, this little, it says transparency. If you click on that and go over to the left, it will make it lighter, kind of fades it. So now all of a sudden it's not as prominent, and now the words are standing out more than the picture.
Very nice.
Does that make sense?
Denise,
So,
when you just talking about folders, is folders only in the pro version, or is folders something that you can get in the version?
I think I'm pretty sure folders is only in the pro version.
Okay.
It might be that you can have some, but not as many in the pro, but that's okay. I mean, you download them, you can download them and save them in a folder on your computer, and then just upload it and you know, make the change just as easy. You don't need to pay for the pro if you're not using it as much as I do. I mean, everybody else on my team does not have paid for the pro. I'm the only one.
Yeah, make sure.
So even on my thank you post, I'll use, let's go back just to kind of give you an idea with that fade. So I'll hit maybe create design. I use Facebook post. So when you click there, you just hit Facebook, and that's the size that I want. So on uploads, this is where you're going to upload a picture. Maybe I've downloaded it from, you know, from marketing imagery, and I can show y'all how to do that in a second, but maybe someone bought this. Let's not do the quick cover. Let's do maybe this. So when you're on the desktop version, when you click and bring it over, if you right click on it, you can set as background, and it will take the whole picture. Do you see that? Did it make sense, or do I need to do that again?
Do it one more time. Let's,
Okay.
I
So
think I got it, but
Okay, I can right click on it again and say detach as background, and it goes back again. So instead of having to make it bigger, you know, try to get it to fit, all I'm doing is right clicking and set as background. So it's taking the whole picture.
That's brilliant.
Okay, and you can even do that on the cover. You can make it whatever size that you're doing it, you can say set as background, and it'll do that. So what I would do on this picture, because it's so dark, you know, if let's say I wanted to add a text over it and just say, you know, I'm, you know, thanking them for their order, or maybe, you know, the party's ending, or last day to order. Let's say, you know, that's what we're doing, you know, last day to order. Okay. So, you know, it's hard to see that, you know, wavy one, I could change the color, but what I want to do is I'm going to click on I'm going to click on the background again. Sorry, not double click. I double click. Okay. So you're just going to click on the background and go back up here to where it says transparency. It looks like a little grid up at the top. And you, right now it's at 100. I'm just going to drag it over, and it's just making the picture lighter. So see how the picture just kind of starts to fade. So now I've got it about 39, sometimes 50. Now I'm going to click back over here. So I probably don't want this white because I just whited out that picture. I'm going to click back to the font of the wording. I can click up here, and I can change it to whatever color I want. Maybe I want it brown, black, whatever is going to stand out. I can also click here, see this little circle underneath. I can hold on to it and I can tweak it, move it whichever way I want. I can go up here where the font is, and I can hit drop down. And I can even, what's neat about Canva is I can click up here and say, I want something that looks, I don't know, you can say fun even, and they're going to give you what they consider as fun type fonts. I mean, you know.
What I think is brilliant, and it's a subliminal thing in shows, some people will, as people order, look at somebody's order, pick out like maybe the best product that that person ordered, take a picture, you know, take the picture of it and say, thank you for that order, or thank you for your order, and post it on the show. And you're getting in additional products without necessarily talking about them. And it's a great way to, you know, add different stuff to your show. Just like that game, I'm going to a potluck, what would you bring, starting with A? Somebody says, I'm bringing an apple, and you post a picture of an apple wedger as a response. Things like this are great. So if you did a bunch of thank you notes or last day to order, Denise, show me where you're keeping them. Are you putting them on your computer in a thank you file? Are you putting them?
I actually have, well, just a little bit too, real quick. So the other thing you can do with your fonts, say you've got, see how much space there is? Just want to kind of give you an idea. This up here, this arrow, this spacing, you can click on that. Say you're trying to put in an area that's small, you can actually click on that and make the font closer together if you want. You can separate them, make them closer together. And that sometimes makes things look a little nicer too, so because maybe you don't want it covering the whole picture, just to give you an idea.
Good tip. Thank you.
So yes, so I would hit download here. Now I keep mine in SenseShare. It's easier for me to find them. You can keep them wherever you want, but I actually have a folder in my SenseShare with that actually says time left of the party. So and it shows me, you know, an hour left, 2 days left. You know, I've got all kinds in here that I can just drop in because, you know, those are last minutes, you know, that I those are not some that I'm pre-scheduling a lot of times, because what I do is I pay attention to what people have said that they've wanted. And if they've not ordered it, I'm using that as my last day to order. 2 hours left to order. Don't forget that popcorn maker you said you wanted, you know, type thing. So I would simply go, you can hit up here, you know, you do your SenseShare and just upload it and save it in there. After I've even, you know, even if I've already posted it, I'll go back and just save it in here so that I know I've already have it. But that then, I mean, it's as easy as that I've already have that not only do I have it in my Canva, because you can go back, even if you don't have folders, which again, see, I messed up talking. I would have, what I should have done on that one, where was it? Sorry, last day to order. I would have named this, you know, skillets, you know, last day to order or something, because what if I wanted to use this post again and say 2 days left to order, but I would have known to go back to look for the one for skillets. So, you know, 2 days, I could easily go in there and just update this now and change it to, you know, 2 days left to order. You know, if I remember, I have it already there instead of having to recreate the whole thing again. Now I have it there and I'm just in there recreate, you know, adjusting it.
Nice.
One other tip I really like on when you have a photo and you are typing with the fonts,
Mhm.
when you choose your color, they match colors from the photo that you're using instead
They
of just
do.
having their basic colors. I really like that.
So yeah, if you look here, it has the photo here and it'll give you ideas of colors to match it. And that's if you're using your desktop. That won't come up on your phone. There's just not enough room on your phone.
Actually, the colors do come up on my phone.
Oh, are they coming up now? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
Wow.
And that, but to be honest with you, sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes it blends too much. Because I know I tried to do one with the that enameled baker set and it blended too much. I needed to go with something that contrasted. So, I mean, that just kind of gives y'all an idea. Do y'all have any questions really so far?
I'm curious about the video, getting
Okay.
video in. But I don't want to ruin your
No,
role,
I
whatever
just-
you had planned.
I really just had a few things. I know I wanted to show y'all how to tweak those things because that's really, you know, a big thing. I think it makes it a lot easier. I mean,
I will
Yeah.
say that when you were tweaking the words, sometimes I don't see that up down arrow. So you
Okay.
had to be clicked on the words for that to appear.
Yeah.
on the
Yes,
toolbar.
you do have to highlight the area that you're working on to go back. I mean, just to kind of give you an idea, this is the first time I really did this design. Let me see. You can go back and let me see, where did I do it? Now you have to remember, I've only been doing it a year and a half, pampered, you know, doing this with y'all. So I'm really just this year, you know, changing a lot of this stuff. So I think it's just, you know, and most of the stuff I've probably gotten from y'all, but, you know, and then tweaked it. But like, you know, this was a roll call. This I already had, and all I did was copy this off of my last roll call and put it on a new background. That's it. This was on a chalkboard for the back to school one. I had a chalkboard that said back to school roll call. All I did was change the background and look how much different it looks.
That is brilliant.
You know, so it's you know, and people that are in my parties over and over again are answering the same thing, and they you know, to them it looks like a brand new party now, but it's the exact same thing. I mean, it's even the same font. I mean, I didn't change anything but moved it onto a different background.
So how did you put that thing in his hands?
It was already in his hands. That was there.
Oh, it was already
Mhm.
there.
That was I mean, I just went in, and that's how much Canva has for you in there. I literally pulled up pictures of Santa. I mean, it's that easy. Like I think, how many of y'all have seen the one with Patrick Swayze and the Saturday Night Dance thing? I mean, I found this one and just found this lady dancing in the kitchen and just changed the background for that. It's the same set, you know, so I'm just saying, you find, you know, the ones that we're using over and over again, and people react, but just changing the same post and using a different picture, and it's a whole new thing, you know. The kitchen challenge one, I just changed the picture. This lady was in Canva, and I just, what's your biggest kitchen challenge? It's the same, you know, same question we ask them all the time, just a different picture. And then some of them, I think, you know, just for interactive stuff, I just kind of think of the time, you know, like, okay, it's Christmas. So what are things that we can talk about? So like this one, I just, you know, white lights are colored lights, you know, so that's a new one for me, you know, that I just made. I totally just made that one up. So
The rainbow colored lights, were you able, was that a Canva thing or how'd you do
no,
that?
I actually just wrote it in, and then I just highlighted these two letters and changed the color. I highlighted those two. I just randomly did that on my own.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cute, adorable.
So, I mean, and y'all are more than welcome to use any of them that I have. I mean, I'll share my folder with y'all.
That made me cry.
You know, and this, I just, you know, let's see the ugliest Christmas sweater you can find. I figured just let them Google stuff, you know. So I try to find interactive stuff around, you know, whatever it is. Like I had one for Halloween. I was just trying to think of scary things or stuff, and I just found one like draw a gift when you know, what scares you, or the face you make when you find a spider, you know, something. And that one was hilarious. People, you know, went off with that one. You know, I just try to find things to interact with that. I don't know what else. Let me see what else I've done on this one. Like I made this one. What is something you remember you really wanted Santa to bring you when you were a child? You know, I just get people interacting and thinking, you know, stuff like that. And those were all just pictures I found from Canva. This one works a lot. I get this one a lot. Pamper Chef wish list. This is a picture I found on Canva. I found him. And what I do with this one is I ask them to make a wish list and send me their husband's email address. And I send their husband the wish list, or their kids, you know, whoever they want. I ask them for their, you know, family or friends or significant others, or whoever they want me to send it to.
Smart.
So I do that actually for birthdays too. So I just, yeah. I'll do it around Mother's Day and then around Christmas, like that. So I'm trying to think of what else. So yeah.
The video.
Video. Let's drop to the video. So videos I actually learned from somebody on here, and I just tweet. I mean, Patty posted it, a video of somebody doing that. Let me find, did I close Canva? Okay, so first I go to marketing imagery. Let me pull up that first. Let me close some of these windows. Got too many open.
It might have been Patty who taught you guys.
Yeah, it was a video somebody else posted first, and then we both did it together. I remember Patty posted that video.
Sorry, which one?
Yeah, do you remember who did that, Patty?
How to
Of what? So tell me, I had to go. The dog.
how to put a video in.
Yeah, who posted that first video? Do you remember that with the Canva? Somebody did.
I did it. I know I've done it before, but
Yeah.
I mean, like we've done it on a call.
Okay, so I just go to marketing imagery, and guys, when everything went on back order, you know, when it all started, I literally went through here and I hit video. I hit search for everything, and then I clicked videos. And I just went down and I went through every single video. Y'all will probably see that. I mean, I learned about products I didn't even know. I mean, I'd never looked at. Like I mean, I guess I'm a year and a half, I've not seen everything. So I encourage y'all to do that because it was really interesting to learn some of the old, as you go through getting some of the other products. But I mean, we could say like this one is about the butterscotch brownies. I've not made one. So this is what on the butterscotch brownies, and it uses what, the blender, the brownie pan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just download that one as an example. So it's downloading. Then I would probably come up here. Sorry, let me get it to stop playing. then I would go up and I would pull up the brownie pan. Oops, spell it right. Oh, it still pulled it up. Okay. There it is. Oh, look, there's even one for it. So I pull up that picture with it. Is it downloading it? Yeah, there it goes. Okay. So then I'm going to come over to Canva, which I don't have open. Okay, and I'm going to create a design. And I always create in Facebook post, so I know it's going to fit. Let me move my, those spaces are in the way. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to click on create a blank Facebook post. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to upload what you're going to use. So you're going to click on the upload button. And we're going to upload media. And then you're going to click on device, because that's you downloaded them to your device. And then you just need to know, mine automatically comes to my PC downloads, but you might have to search for where it's downloaded to. And most of the time it's going to be, you'll just have to click your windows or your arrows to get to where it downloads to. But it's usually your PC and then downloads where it comes to. Sometimes they're down here at the bottom and you can click and drag them up, but it really depends on your computer. And if you really have a lot of trouble finding that, I don't mind helping somebody find that. But you're going to look for both of you're going to look for both things here. So let me show you first. Hold on a second. I should have done that first. So when we do that, there's images and there's video. Okay, so we were on images. So we're going to upload the image first. So here's the JPEG. JPG is a picture file. So that's the brownie pan picture. So that's the one you're going to want to look for if you're uploading an image. It's going to be a JPEG. If you've done a Canva, it's either going to be a JPEG, JPG, or a PNG file. It's going to be one of those two files that you're going to download or upload. I'm sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to upload the video. I'm going to click on videos and I'm going to upload media, and I'm going to go back to my device. And I am looking for an MP4 file, or a lot of times you might not see the whole thing, but you can see that it has like seconds on here. And if you hover over it, see it says MP4 file. So I'm just going to click that and hit open for it to start uploading. And you'll kind of see that it's like, it looks like it's filling up with water here, and there's a line going across that it's filling up. You want to stay on here until it finishes, because if not, it'll stop and you have to restart. It usually doesn't take very long, because I'm on Zoom. It's going to take it takes a little bit longer. Zoom takes up a lot of your bandwidth, so it'll just take a few seconds. So, but you do want to wait till it's complete. So you can see I've been busy. I do a lot.
No, this is fantastic information. So thank you. This is definitely going to be one of those videos that gets played over and over again for people to.
And there's a lot of different ways to do it. I mean, you can do your background however you want. You can put them in frames. The only thing I suggest that, so I do some seminars with social media things lately. And one thing that they suggested was consistency. So I know you can get like really crazy and creative with a lot of stuff. And maybe on a couple of them, when there's a special or something like you really want to, get creative, you can, but sometimes less is more because you want them to pay attention to what they're looking at and not get distracted about everything going on around it. So simple is better, and then consistency. So what I've done is I've picked 3 colors that I try to keep everything around. And so I use gray, white, and black as mostly what I go with, the aqua theme, kind of like what Pampered Chef uses. You can go with, say pink is your favorite color and gray or whatever, and you've got your page set up with all of that. That's fine. It doesn't have to be Pampered Chef. It just, I've had started using that. So I just kind of stuck with it, just so that when I'm playing them now, they can kind of at least blend. But I had already done so many in different colors that now I just kind of try to stay with one of those 3 colors as my background. So what I usually do is I'll just click on it to bring it over. You can hit stop for it doesn't have to play while you're doing it. And all of mine, I put the video down at the bottom. And again, that's just because I'm trying to do it consistency now, because that's the way I started them. You don't have to, you can put yours at the top. You can put it to the side, big, little, however you want. There's no wrong way. It's just, like I said, I've already started a trend. So on mine, and so that they all kind of look the same. So there, I bring my video over, then I go to the image and I click on that. And then you're going to make it a little bit smaller. You just want to kind of play with it and move it, get it to fit somewhere, however you want to do it. To kind of give you an idea, like if you go into elements, what I'm talking about, frames. If you look here on elements, there's these frames here. You can click on see all. So you can pick, maybe you want to use this round one here. I can put this here, maybe make it a little bit smaller, and I can hover over this picture and bring it in. And now it's in that frame. Now I can't take it out once it's in there. Oh, yeah, I can.
Okay,
now. I lost you?
no, I
Okay.
have a problem of using the frames, and I keep having the sky and the grass and can't get my stuff in it. So I don't know what I've done wrong, but you made that look so simple. So the picture comes first, the frame
No,
comes
you can
second.
put it there. I can put the frame there. I can put the frame there, and I can, let's just go find another picture. I mean, I can be anything. Let's say we want to, do I have the blender? Do they use the blender also? So look, there's the blender.
Mhm.
And now I'm going to hover over it. One second. And then I'm going to see, you just kind of play with it and get it in there.
Wow. Now, do you leave that background white, or
No.
you're going to put some
So
words?
what I normally do is I put everything in it, to be honest with you. And I usually, this is just me and how I've done it. I'll go to the end and see what color they use. Now they've got a picture all the way to the end, because I don't want it to look like, if it's gray or if it's their aqua that they use, I don't want it to clash, you know what I mean? Because sometimes at the end of their video, they put their aqua. So I don't want my aqua and their aqua to look different. But they're not using a color at all. So I could use any color I want. So now I would click on the background, just click on it, then click backgrounds over here. And then I could select any color. So I could use, that green. I could use whichever color I wanted from there. See, now this, just because I'm ADD, would bother me. I couldn't use that design and that design. I would have to delete that. So I could leave a circle there, that's fine. But anyways, then from here, I would add some text. You can just hit add text over here. Oops. And I always start with heading. You can start with whatever you want. You've got all these different fonts, you know, that they already create for you that you can use. And then you just drag it kind of wherever you want. I mean, I just start typing and then I decide, you know, where I want it. So, I mean, I don't know, somebody think of something. It could be simple, you know, what, delicious, simple and delicious. What do y'all think?
I like putting item numbers in mine only because then they don't have to look it up. So
Okay.
like the brownie pan number or the
Okay.
whatever.
I've not put any any numbers or prices, only
No prices, just
okay,
numbers.
just numbers. Easy and simple. But this is more of a recipe, right? I guess, right? Butterscotch brownie recipe. So what I do though is I do put on my recipe, my quote unquote recipe day. I do use nothing but these, so they're actually seeing the products used. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So simple and easy butterscotch brownies, I guess. And you can
Never use the link button and like put the button on there where you click here and it links you to your recipes or your shop now or
I've not used the shop now because I use them in different parties, and then it will, you know, it changes. Does that make sense? It's going to change with every party, and I don't want that. I don't want to have to change it for everyone.
But also the link, if you use a link, it has to be downloaded as a PDF.
That's true.
You can't
use
click
it in the
on a photo.
okay, because I couldn't get my link to work and that must have been why. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome.
You can also use the embed feature, which is down on more on the left side, down at the bottom where the 3 dots are.
Mhm.
There's a feature called embed,
Okay.
and that allows you to put links and different things into your photo, and they're actually interactive.
Okay, but is it working with Censure? Do you know?
No.
I didn't think
It's
so.
only well, no, yeah, I think it would. I don't know why it wouldn't. I use Post My Party, but
Okay.
it would work with anything because I've even just used it and just downloaded it and put it in a Facebook post.
Awesome. Okay. I hadn't tried that yet. That's good to know.
And if you don't already know, right there is where you can also put your QR codes
Yeah.
in.
Wow.
Now I've done that in a flyer, but I've not used it in an actual party. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm sorry, what is a QR code?
So a QR code is something that they can scan their phone over, and that will take them directly to a website.
Okay, thank you.
But that's interesting. I hadn't seen the Google Drive on it before, but I guess that's not Google Photos. I haven't tried that yet. I'll play with that for our meeting for tomorrow.
Maybe that's how you can upload it. Is that how you can upload it, Denise?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna play with
Or
that.
how does it connect to, how would it connect to, you know, like a Google Drive? What would it?
I don't know. I'll play with that for tomorrow. I don't want to.
Oh, see, connect. I think it'll let you.
It connects to your actual Google account.
Yeah.
It'll connect to your Google account. So you can use docs and forms and anything, any of your photos and stuff.
For your Google Photos,
Maybe.
right?
See, but see, I tried that with something else today. I was actually trying to embed things and it didn't work as well because then they actually have to have a Google, they have to sign into Google to use it. I was using it in a different format. So like if I just posted this, if they're in Facebook, then they're having to log into their Google to access it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it wasn't working as smoothly as just posting this. So I didn't want to post the party, the actual photo album in a post. So
I think it's
still
in
something I
Sales
got
Center
to tweak with.
units
I'm
where
sorry?
I think it's in the table setters units where they showed how to do the link or embedding, where it just took them directly to your catalog or your recipes or whatever link you were posting. It took them directly to it without having to go through logging into Google or anything else.
Oh, we're talking about Google Photo Album.
Oh, okay.
But
Sorry.
yeah, that's something that we were working on. Yeah.
So- So this picture that you've created,
Mhm.
you're connecting it to your Google Photos.
No,
by-
well, no, that's why I don't, yeah. So no, not at this point. We wouldn't want
Okay.
to. They were saying, could we download it into and use it that way? Instead of like putting this video, maybe downloading a whole album into this instead.
Mhm.
That's what we're saying, whether or not we can do that. So I will play with that, and but I'm not, my thought process, my computer mind is thinking it probably wouldn't be really good because to use it in a party, only because of that fact that how people have to log in if they're not Google, you know what I mean? Unless they're on an Android, sometimes it's not going to open right away. If they're on iOS or Apple, then they have to log into their Google account to view it.
That's correct, Denise. Your computer mind is right there.
Mhm.
And also something else that you might want to show, since you have the paid version, other people that have the free version, you see the 3 dots under more. There are 2 things. One's called Pixabay and one's called Pixel. And that's where you can get free pictures from. Like if you just go to Pixel or Pixabay, whichever one you want, and type in Christmas, and it gives you all kinds of free backgrounds and stuff for those who have the free version.
Okay.
Just thought that might be something you might want to show them since you have
Awesome,
that
thank
pulled
you.
up. See all those beautiful, you can use those for covers and backgrounds and add, like I did a reindeer romp, you can add all kinds of stuff in there, and they're just real
Thank you.
fun. But Pixabay and Pixel, both of them are free for those that have the free version.
Thank you. Who's this,
Oh
Shannon?
my gosh, Shannon, thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
I'm on Kim Gantz's team. We always, me and one other lady get on here, and we love you ladies. We appreciate what all you show. It's great.
Oh no, you're amazing too.
Um,
Thank you for that.
Shannon,
Yeah.
I'm just going to make a point. Katie Bardo's not on this call, is she? But she had posted in a group about how important it is to make sure that if you're grabbing photography to use, that to make sure that it is not a picture that you have to pay for. And she shared an article about a lady who used a picture from Google of a green pepper. Like she Googled green pepper and used a picture of a green pepper in a brochure or a Facebook post she was doing about vegetables. Well, there is a whole scam out there where people will copyright a picture of something that is like totally common, like green pepper, and then they go after and look for people who've used their picture, and they try to make it come up at the top. And then they have a scam of then saying, you owe us money, you're using copyright infringement, that's my photo that you didn't pay for. And so you have to be careful about,
Wow.
just
Right.
Good to
And
know.
I looked into that with these, and they're Canva endorsed. So I believe I'm not going to say that I'm 100% sure, but that Canva, that they have offered Pixabay and Pixel to put these on here, and no one has actually said anything about the copyright infringement when I contacted Canva about them, because they do allow those apps to be on their site, but
Yes.
not saying that it couldn't happen. That's why you always need to add something that's yours to them, and then it's not theirs anymore. Once you've added something, embedded something else into it, then I'm pretty sure that you're safe at that point. But now I'm not saying I'm 100% sure on that. So I'm there with you.
Well, all I know is it was from a
Yeah.
Google image.
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure you're right, Shannon. If we're using it from Canva, they're making them available. It would be Canva that would be liable than us. So that's why it's good to go through apps like anything, whether you're using, you know, PicMonkey, whatever you're using to grab things from, it's going to be something like that. But I mean, I've played with other ones like even WordSwag and stuff like that. The Canva by far is easier. You're gonna the quality, and it's just there's a lot more available to us, at least for what we're doing.
Mhm.
As far as, you know, with Pampered Chef, I just find it has a lot more for us. But thank you for that, Shannon. I didn't know about that pixel.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. I know we're, Patty probably wants to stop the recording and,
Do you want me to stop? Or why don't you ask if there's any questions? I'm okay.
okay, is there any questions? Well, I'm just was looking at it being 55 minutes, so.
Yeah.
Maria, I have a question. This is Janet Gleditch.
Go ahead.
Denise, on the free version, would you suggest doing that through Canva or through SendShare? Because I have SendShare.
Well, Canva is where you're creating them, and then SendShare is where you're sharing them.
Okay.
Are you talking about, Janet, that you can go through
And
Canva
create 'em?
and share? Is that what you're talking about?
Going into canva.com to
Oh.
create a design.
Yeah,
Oh.
And
so
then,
I just find it easier that I know that you can click in SendShare and hit I know what you're saying here, and hit design. You're going to the same place.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just been easier for me to go back and find my designs when I do them, when I actually click on here first.
okay, so you go to Canva first and then into SendShare.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's just been easy. I was having a hard time actually going back and finding my designs. They weren't always popping up in this my view designs.
Okay.
So that
then-
was me. So maybe there's something that I was missing.
Okay. Would you
But-
suggest the custom size or starting with an image? In the free version?
I always custom. I think it's way too hard when you use one of their designs to make it fit what you're needing, because you're going to spend too much time going through their designs to find something that you want.
Okay.
Custom is going to be much easier for you to play with and find, especially in all the photos that they have available for you. And now that with what Shannon has shared, you're going to even have a lot more. So you just,
Okay.
find, Google, not Google, search in their Christmas. I mean, I've searched table, I've searched, busy mom. I've searched dirty kitchen. I'm serious, stuff like that. I'm not even joking. And you will find crazy stuff. They have it in there. Child throwing tantrum. Because I had one on Mondays. I'm like, like everybody has a bad Monday, what's your go-to, your guilty pleasure, and people were putting wine, chocolate, stuff like that on Mondays. You know what I mean? And it was a girl like literally throwing herself on the ground crying, so yeah. And I got the picture from Canva. So,
About oven on fire.
Yeah.
That
so
happened last night.
So yeah, but it's amazing what they have on there. So sometimes it's way too much and I'm just searching. I'm like, just pick one, so yeah, it's crazy. So I did real quick, Marie, though, because I know you're running out of time. I did want to tell y'all that what I do to also help me is at any time I create one of those Canva videos, once I download it, I do go to my Facebook business page and I upload it. Because one, it's going to help you have that out there for people to see. And two, it's a great place for you to save them. And before, and SendShare, we used to actually have to use the URL to post them. You don't have to do that anymore, but they're out there. People will actually watch them. So I download them every single time now. As soon as I have them, I upload them, in other words, into my business page.
Wow.
Denise, can you please explain how you use the albums that you showed us yesterday in a show? Like, do you do one album per day in a show, or is one album a show for you? Or just explain the mechanics of how you're using those in a show.
Okay, so I don't actually use that album in a Facebook show. I'm sending those out in a text or in an email to my to my host to send to people that do not have Facebook.
So this is really like outside orders or people not joining the Facebook or a message party or a text party.
Right, that I use, and for people that are on right now that weren't yesterday, what we're talking about are the Google photo albums that I found that, so when people started talking about doing text parties, there was somebody made a document about text parties and, you know, they made a folder with all their pictures and then they were sharing them as they text them, you know, in 15 minutes. Well, I was like, I don't have time for that. I just made them all in one folder and made it all. And Google photo albums, almost you can use them like a slideshow. So I was just sharing that folder in my Google photo album I used all those Canva videos and put them together to last about 15 minutes. So they had their 15-minute video all at one time, or 15-minute party all at one time to be able to view whenever they wanted. So
if you were doing a text party, you would just put that one album on there and that's it, period, the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they can look at it whenever they want. And now I would put it in a text. The text said something to the fact that, is your kitchen ready for holiday baking and cooking? There's still time left. Look at this this quick 15-minute photo album to see wonderful Pampered Chef stuff, and then use the next link to shop or view more. And so that way it would have the first link was the link to the photo album, and the second one was the link to the actual Consultants Corner or your party link.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, and this, for people that weren't here yesterday, this is what we're talking about. This was kind of the photo album that I think this is the one I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, and then they can just kind of click through and that actually plays the videos when they're looking at it. And I just made sure that, they don't last longer than 15 minutes when they're looking at them all together. And they're, as you see, they're all from marketing imagery.
Denise,
Yes, ma'am.
it's Teresa.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you making are you doing something special to make the videos play automatically, or do they just play automatically?
No, they play automatically. That the way I just made them in Canva, they will play automatically. They will play automatically in your party when you post them, and they will play automatically from your Google photo album.
Okay.
At least they play automatically for me posting them from SendShare. I don't know, does anybody else have, we can test one right now, the one that we just did. I've got a test group.
Denise, how do you know what size to put in for creating a design?
I always use Facebook posts. So it depends. It'll actually say, if you search, it'll say Facebook post. It says Instagram. It gives you the
Gotcha.
The size.
Now, the one for the Facebook cover, is that for the new Facebook, or do you have to customize that?
To be honest with you, it's never worked for me completely. I like, this is the one, you know, that they give us, but it works in the groups, but it doesn't always work on your phone. So I've created it myself in the groups. And I've just tweaked it, and then I've just kept using it over and over again. So it's a little bit smaller now with the group pages, but it still works for me that I can see it on there. So that's what I use. So the one thing real quick, y'all, too, while I'm looking at that. So if you are in your parties, for those of y'all that don't know, if you upload your banner first, if you're new Facebook, if you go after you upload it, if you go down to settings and hit group color, it'll give you another option in the front, and click on that and hit save, and it will automatically update the color of your group to match your banner. So even if I were to go in and change the banner, it'll change the color automatically for you.
Wow. I learned another new thing. My head is swimming.
Spinning.
Yeah. Denise, you're amazing. Thank you. This was amazing. Great information. Any other questions before Patty shuts off the recording?
Yeah, we want to catch it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, my dog. He talks about
Prizes. How cute is she?
How did you do that?
it's an app called My Talking Pet. And people will watch it because it's a dog talking. So it's a great app. I know Patty uses it also. You just take, they've got, if you don't have a pet, they've got actually pictures on there to use.
Can I hear what Bella says?
I think I have to put it to actually here. Hold on, can y'all hear it?
No.
No.
Hold on, I have to put it on here recording. Hold on.
It's okay because she's cute.
You can get a chance.
Hi.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
My name is Bella. My name is Denise, the Pamper Chef consultant. I'm here to tell you how to have fun and win great prizes. Every time you come to the party page, you'll want to click on New Activity right above my picture and change to Recent Posts. Then you can scroll back and not miss any post. My human makes it really simple to win prizes. First, you can get a chance at a prize for commenting on every single post. That's it. Just comment on the post and you get a chance for every time you comment. Some posts, you get extra chances, so don't miss those. If you book your own party, you get 25 chances. Plus, you get lots of great stuff at your own party. And if you join my humans team, you get 75 chances. Plus, not only will you get to hang out with me sometimes, you will be able to earn extra money before Christmas, in case you want to buy me something. Here's a drawing for second prize, just for filling out a survey. You have a chance to win 2 prizes, and you don't have to buy a thing. Just have fun. I hope you have a great week.
Oh,
What's the name of the app?
That is too much.
Too cute.
So, I mean, and it works just because people will stop and watch it. So, yeah.
What was the name of the app?
My Talking Pet.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
No,
All right.
you have to use it from your phone. It's not a desktop. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I'm going to be very distracted. Oh, thank you. All right, now we can shut off the recording.
Yeah, we can turn off the recording for sure now.
Okay. Oh,
Thank you.